Which enemies are worth the most money? A. Zombies, B. Werewolves, C. Vampires, or D. Outlaws? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. And if you guessed Outlaws, then you're correct, and you get 1 point. And that was just one of the 14 questions that I'm gonna be quizzing you on to see how well you know Dead Rails. For every question that you get right, you'll get 1 point. But if you get one question wrong, you lose a point. So be sure to count how many points you get throughout the video, because by the end, I'll reveal just exactly how many points you needed to pass the quiz. And whichever one of you passes is a Dead Rails genius. And starting off with question 2, how much money is a unicorn worth when alive? A. $150, B. $50, C. $250, or D. $35. So when you end up killing a unicorn and sell it for money, the value actually drops 30% below what it's actually worth, compared to selling it when it's alive. So when you do sell a unicorn while it's alive, it's actually worth $250. So if you chose C, you get 1 point. And if this question was easy for you, I got some bad news, cause question 5 won't be. But moving on to question 3, what year is Dead Rails set in? A. 2025, B. 1925, C. 1987, or D. 1899. And if you chose D, 1899, you're correct and you get 1 point. That had to be easy for you. It literally says the year it's set in on the game description. So if you got it right, GG's, and let's move on to question 4. Question 4, how much distance does one piece of coal get you? A. 1,000 meters, B. 3,500 meters, C. 4,200 meters, or D. 5,000 meters. When you buy one piece of coal from general stores and put it inside the train, it only goes up to 4,200 meters. So if you chose C, you get 1 point. And for whatever reason you got this question wrong, here's a bonus question for 2 points instead of 1. How many pieces of coal can fully fuel the train? A. 1, B. 3, C. 5, or D. 4. If you chose D, you're correct, and you get 2 points. According to the Dead Rails wiki, in order to max out the train, you need 4 pieces of coal. And if you want to drive all the way to 80,000 meters, you need 20 pieces of coal. So if you got this right, good job, but you're gonna need some good luck for this next question. Question 5. On what day did the zombie virus begin? A. August 6th, 1895, B. January 2nd, 1896, C. February 6th, 1898, or D. June 21st, 1899. If you chose D, you're correct and get 1 point. I hinted earlier that Dead Rails was set in 1899, so that made D very obvious. And I know this question was really easy, but I'm not going to be holding back on question 7. Question 6. What time is perfect to raid the castle? A. 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. B. 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. or C. 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Now when you raid the castle, it's actually recommended to go during the daytime and not the nighttime due to the amount of enemies that hide there. Going to the castle during the day is going to give you a huge advantage because you'll be able to see the enemies that come at you. So if you chose A, you're correct and you get 1 point. And to those who got this question right, good luck on this next one because it's not going to be easy. Question 7. What type of zombie is sellable? A, normal zombies, B, sheriff zombies, C, zombie soldiers, or D, Captain Prescott. Now there's actually 2 correct answers for this. At Fort Constitution, a special type of zombie called Captain Prescott spawns in, and once it's killed, it can be turned in as a bounty for $150. And not only that, but also at Fort Constitution, alongside Captain Prescott spawns zombie soldiers, and once they're killed, you can sell them for $35. So if you chose C and D, you get 2 points instead of 1. But I know this might have been really hard for some of you, so here's a bonus question for some extra points. When did you start playing Dead Rails? Personally, I've been playing Dead Rails for over 2 weeks now, but if you've been playing longer, let me know in the comments down below, and once you're done, you get 1 point. But anyways, let's move on to the next question. Question 8. How many types of knights are in the game? A, 1, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5. In Dead Rails, there's multiple types of nights. There's a new moon, full moon, blood moon, and a lightning storm. Now, if you kept count, I just listed 4 different types of nights. So if you chose C, you're correct and you get 1 point. And just in case you got this question wrong, don't worry because there's going to be a bonus question later. Question number 9. How much loot can you find at Fort Constitution? A, 4, B, 8, C, 3, or D, 1. At Fort Constitution, you can find all kinds of loot. There's ammo, bandages, bonds, and a large number of guns like a bolt action rifle, a Mauser, shotgun, Navy revolver, and a cannon. And if you kept count of all of those, you would know that there's 8 total amounts of loot. So if you chose B, you're correct, and you get 1 point. Question number 10. Which game company created Dead Rails? A, Do Big, and spoiler alert, it's not Do Big, thank God. Do Big, if you're watching this, please don't buy Dead Rails. Please don't ruin it like you ruined Fish. Or B, Game Fam, C, RCM Games, or D, Wolfpack. If you chose C, you're correct and get 1 point. Dead Rails was made by RCM Games, and the owner of RCM Games is Rico Miller, an absolute GOAT. So if you got this right, good job, and be sure to stick around for the bonus question later. But moving on to question 11, how many classes are in the game in total? A, 8, B, 12, C, 5, or D, 6. If you chose B, you're correct and get 1 point. There's over 12 viable classes on Dead Rails. The Doctor class, Ironclad, Cowboy, Priest, the Alamo, Arsonist, High Roller, Survivalist, Vampire, Conductor, Miner, and Zombie class. So if you got it right, good job. And if you had some trouble with this question, here's a bonus question. How many bonds does it cost to buy every class? A, 75, B, 150, C, 650, or D, 450. Now, if you chose C, you're correct and get 1 point. It costs over 650 bonds to buy every class on Dead Rails. So if you're a noob like me who can't even afford to buy one class, it's gonna take a while to get to that point. But moving on to question 12, what day did Dead Rails release? A. January 1st, 2025, B. February 4th, 2025, or C. March 1st, 2025. Now, if you chose B, you're correct and get 1 point. According to the Dead Rails Discord server, the game came out around early February and didn't even have a name yet in January. So if you got this right, good job. And let's move on to the next question. Question 13. How many real-life minutes does a day cycle last? A. 1 minute, B. 2 minutes, C. 5 minutes, or D. 3 minutes. If you chose C, you're correct. According to the Dead Rails wiki, daytime lasts from 6 AM to 9 PM, which lasts 5 minutes in real life. So if you got that right, you get 1 point. But let's see if you can get the next question right, which is the 14th and final question. Question 14. How often do updates for the game come out? A. Every week, B. Every day, C. Every 2 weeks, or D. Every month. If you chose C, you're correct and get 1 point. On the Dead Rails Discord, it says that updates come out every 2 weeks on a Saturday at midnight. And as I'm filming this, a new update just came out. So if you got this right, GG's. But that's it for the quiz, but we're not done yet. It's time for me to reveal how many points you needed to pass. And if you end up passing, you are a Dead Rails genius. In total, there were 14 questions and bonus questions and bonus points. And if you got every question right, even the bonus ones, that would equate to 19 points in total. So if you have 19 points, you have passed the test and you are a Dead Rails master. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and watch the next video on the screen right now.